Oi boys, welcome to another video on the channel. We are back to look at the first fixture of the 2023 Pacific Championship. The team lists are in, so let's go through them, give our thoughts, and give a quick prediction. So we'll start off with Toa Samoa. So in their back five, they have Sua Fa'alongo, Mari Ta'ulangi, Isaac Tango, Young Turumai Pe'a, and Brian To'o in the back five. Their halves, they got a combination of Stephen Crichton and Deja Anasi. Got to give a mention to the Rugby League guru who did predict that Critter would be playing in the six. I didn't see it coming. It was a pretty typical prediction. Moving on to the engine room, they have Stefano Utuikamanu, Gordon Chan Kum Tong, Junior Paulo, Luciano Leilua, Connelly Lemuelu, and Keenan Palacia. On the bench, I like this. They got Spencer Leniu, Terrell May, Helium Lukey, and Ronald Walkman. Alright, so my general thoughts on this team. Now, there are a few things I'm excited about. We'll start off with this young spine. So GCKT, or Gordon Chan Kum Tong, I've been keen to see more of since seeing him in the preseason, and the same can be said for Sua Fa'alongo. What's piquing my interest the most though about this young spine is Critter in the six. First of all, he's one half of this year's Center of the Year pairing, so obviously out of position. I'm interested to see how he'll handle having more responsibility, having more touches of the ball. We have seen his on-the-fly short kicking game, haven't really seen his passing game too much, but yeah, I'm excited about that. For the forwards, Stefano Utuikamanu, a pretty safe front rower. I thought he was Tongan actually, so I was a little surprised seeing him in the Samoan side. Coming up against the Australians will be one hell of a test. He'll need a bit of that mongrel. He hasn't quite got that in his game yet, you know, being young, humble, and hardworking. I'm keen to see how he'll handle his test debut. And yeah, let's move on to the Australian Kangaroos. In their back line, from 1 to 5, they got James Tedesco, Dylan Edwards, let's clap it up for Dylan, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, got Donny Staggs, and Selwyn Cobbo. That is stacked. Their halves, they got Cam Munster, Daly Cherry Evans. In the engine room, this is brutal. They got Payne Haas, Ben Hunt, Tino Fa'aso Maleaui, Cameron Murray, Liam Martin, and Isaiah Yeo. And on the bench, look at this bench, man. It's just not fair. They got Harry Grant, Lindsay Collins, Patrick Carrigan, and Ruben Cotter. That is insane. First and foremost, let's address the elephant in the room, that new winger, Dylan Edwards. Everyone has been crying, feeling bad for Dylan Edwards, who they all felt got snubbed. I kind of agree with them, you know. Although I don't really agree with the selection of James Tedesco, I could kind of see this as like a farewell test series, not only for him, but for the other veterans in the group. After all, they did win that World Cup not too long ago, and out of respect, I could see Mal giving them this one last dance, if you will, in the green and gold. Teddy in particular though, because he's got some super talented replacements waiting in the wings. They're like right there, on his heels. Plus, he's the current skipper. They'll let him go out on his own terms, on a high if they can, and I'd expect like a rep for the retirement announcement, I guess. But yeah, Edwards is in, on the wing, super simplified, so he might be even more effective than he is at fullback. I'm keen to see how Dylan Edwards, the winger, develops. Let's see here. For those that don't know, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow and Donny Staggs, I think Hamiso is also Indigenous Australian as well, which is why he's eligible, as well as Donny Staggs, who has been repping for, I believe it's his Tongan side of the family, his father's side, for these last few years, and I can see him wanting to represent his mother's side. Apologies if it's the other way around, but I tipped that from Donny Staggs, as well as the Hammer. They are going to be a handful in the centers. Plenty of new faces. I mean, what else is there to say? This forward pack is disgusting, this bench is disgusting, and on paper, this is looking like a thrashing, like, let's be honest. What I will say though is that these test matches, the style of footy that gets played is typically super simplified. So there will be a bit of a power struggle between these two packs, so it'll be interesting to see how Samoa, I guess, hang with the likes of these Origin representatives. It'll be a great test of character, a great test of skill between these packs, not only the packs but across the board for this young Toa Samoa side. My quick prediction, I do see the Kangaroos getting the dub. This team on paper is just so stacked, it's hard to tip against them. It'll be hard to tip against them up against the Kiwis as well, especially after they get to play first and work on their chemistry as a unit. Same goes for Samoa. I'm actually not too sure. I haven't looked ahead of the schedule of who plays NZ, or we'll talk about it when we get there. I can't wait for this match, the first test of the year in the first ever Pacific Championship. I've got the Kangaroos by, let's go 2 converted tries, and if I were to pick a try scorer, let's go with Harry Grant off the bench. I don't think we'll be getting structured play, so here's hoping he has a couple cheeky darts around some tired forwards. As per usual, boys, if you do have any predictions of your own, let us know in the comment section down below and let us know who you'll be rooting for. So before we call it, today is a double upload day. Later today we got a banger of a video coming out. You don't want to miss it. It's a battle between dynasties, dynasty wars if you will. But yeah, if you enjoyed this little preview, this little deep dive, go ahead and run straight to the like button. And for more rugby league related content, more content in general, drop your boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.